Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learning with Jelly. Today is day 6 of our 30-day SQL challenge, where we'll talk all about the select statement in SQL. So let's look at our agenda for today. We're going to go over the syntax of the select clause. We're then going to talk about clauses that make up the select statement. So if you have been following me day by day, you know that there is a select statement, and that select statement has multiple clauses. One of those clauses also being select. A little confusing, but you'll get the hang of it. Then we're going to talk about how we can select all columns from a table in a database, how we can select distinct values from a column in a table, and then we're going to hop right into SQLite Studio to actually practice coding. So, if you're new to the 30-day challenge, welcome. The whole goal of this 30-day challenge is for you to learn SQL, preferably 30 days straight. I know consistency can be hard, but the goal is to learn beginner to intermediate SQL skills so that you can translate those to projects and then be prepared for entry level data roles. On the left hand side of the screen is a topic list, which is a Word document that lists all the topics we're going to cover throughout this 30-day challenge, as well as links to supplemental resources and links to the videos. If you do not want to check this document every day, just hit the notification bell so when I post a video, you are notified that it is live. On the right hand side is our Facebook support group where we have a 30-day SQL chat where you can find a buddy to code with. You can ask questions and give feedback about the videos and the resources. I'm going to link both of these in the description below. So let's get started with overall the select statement syntax. So the select statement as a whole is used to retrieve data from tables within a database. And you're going to have the keyword select. Keep in mind that the keyword can be capital, lowercase, it does not matter. You're going to select the columns that you want, separated by a comma, and then you're going to tell the computer where you want to select these columns from. So then you're going to insert the table name. The select statement is made up of all of these clauses. So you have the select clause, which comes first. It specifies what columns you want to retrieve. You have the from clause. It specifies what table to query or what table it should look at. And then later on, we're going to talk about how to filter data, how to group data, how to order by data, and how to restrict the number of rows. We've already briefly looked at the select statement in previous videos, but now we're really going to get into discussing all of these clauses in future videos. So now let's focus on the select clause of the select statement. So you can have select asterisk or select star. A lot of people call it select star. And this is used to retrieve all columns from a specific table. Now, be careful when doing this because if you have a really wide table, let's say of hundreds, if not thousands of columns, yes, that does exist, then it's going to take your computer a long time selecting everything. So make sure that you are mindful of this. But for the Chinook database, is the database that we're working with, you can do this select star. So here we see select star, which is every column from the employees table. And the only difference here when you see us practice is that we're going to put Chinook.employees because Chinook is the name of the database. But here we give the top 5 rows, well, the first 5 rows, better yet, of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So these are all of the 5 columns that exist in the employees table. Select distinct returns distinct values based off of a specific column. So in this case, we do select distinct and we want to figure out what are the unique titles in the employees table. And the unique titles in this case is general manager, sales manager, and sales support agent. So if we back up to the previous slide, you see that we have 1, 2, 3 sales support agents. But when we do select distinct, we only see that once because it's only going to select distinct values. And this is good for when we want to explore our data for data exploration. And then you can also select specific columns. So you might not want to select everything, like select asterisk, but you can list the column names that you want to select. And you can find these column names either in your entity relationship diagram, ERD, which we talked about in a previous video, or in SQLite, you can expand the table and see all of the column names there. So in this case, I want to select the first name, last name, and country from the customers table. And that's exactly what I get. And last but not least, you can rename columns using the keyword as. This is what we call aliasing. So when we alias a column, it gives the column a temporary name. And you also can add aliases to tables. And we're going to talk more about that when we get into joins. But in this example, I want to select the first name as, and then in quotes, because the column names are text, I want it to be first space name. So I'm kind of just cleaning it up here. So when you want to rename columns or clean up column names, this is a great way to do it. And then I'm selecting the last name as last space name from customers. And these are the two columns that we get. You see, first name is now a space, last name also has a space in there. Okay, so let's hop into SQLite Studio and actually practice this. So I'm going to open up my SQLite Studio. And if you are working on creating tables from the previous day, you may already have some text in here. Feel free to save that out. You can go to here. Let's see. I have my nice little SQL editor. We could go to tools, help, structure, create a view. We need a nice little new editor here. Format, clear execution, export, print the query, create a view. Okay, so right now I'm not seeing the add a new editor feature here, which is perfectly fine because I want to work with this same one. This tool says open SQL editor. Okay, so if I go to tools and I do open SQL editor, I can actually get a nice different editor, which is editor tool 2. So go to tools, go to open SQL editor, and it will give you another editor if you don't want to delete what you already have. I'm going to go ahead and just use SQL editor 1 and delete this. Okay, so we have two databases on the left-hand side, and keep in mind, if you can't see your database, go to view and check databases so that it can pop up. But here is my nice Chinook database. So when I expand my Chinook database, it gives me the tables, and here are all the tables that I have. And so I can expand the artist table and look at the columns here, and I see that I have two columns, artist ID as well as name. Keep in mind, if you want to figure out what data type each of the columns are, you can double click on the table and it will show you the data types. And that was also discussed in a previous video. So in this case, I just want to select everything from the artist table. So let's add like a nice little comment. Remember, the comments have the double hyphens, and I'm just going to put looking at the artist table. You can put any comment that you want. We're just practicing doing comments. So in this case, I'm going to do a select star. And on another line, just for readability, I'm going to say from Chinook, because that's the name of my database, dot artist. And we're going to end that with a semicolon. So we can go ahead and highlight that and run it. And here I see in my output all of the nice little artist IDs as well as names. We have some Aerosmith in here, Santana, Jimi Hendrix, Avril Lavigne, etc., etc. So this is how we actually select everything. Okay. So now I want to see, I'm going to expand customers and then look at their columns. And say, for instance, I want to figure out how many unique countries do our customers come from. So I want to select every unique country from the customers table. And if you remember, that is going to be the select distinct. So I'm just going to do select distinct. And this is country. And I'm going to keep it in the exact way that it's written. So a capital C. And then I'm going to do from the name of the database, which is Chinook.customers. And let's see how many distinct countries we have. So here we see we have roughly about 24 distinct countries of where our customers make orders from: Brazil, Germany, Spain, United Kingdom. And if I wanted to only look at customers from a specific country, I could actually filter this, which we'll talk about in the next video. I also can add up how many distinct countries I have in this data set, which we also will talk about in a future video. But this is good. I know that we have customers from 24 distinct countries. Great. And let's say, for instance, I only want to select the customer. And let's see here. I'm going to select customer ID. And I want to rename this as ID. So I'm just going to use the keyword as. And in quotes, I'm going to put ID. And then I'm also going to select first name and last name. Okay. So here is where I use my alias, where I'm going to rename customer ID as ID. So I'm going to highlight that, hit play. And then I see that the ID column is now called ID instead of customer ID. Okay. All right. So that is how we utilize the select statement. So let's go ahead and do some more interesting stuff here. I want to look at media types, for instance. Maybe tracks has 9 columns. Albums. Let's see what our albums have. Employees, customer. Okay, so if you want to practice before the next video, I'm going to put a comment here about what you could look at. So our first question that you want to do is, let's say, select unique cities from the customers table. And question number 2, select the company column and rename it as CO from the customers table. Let me just put from the customers table. And since this is a multi-line comment, we know that we have to put a /* and then another */. So people have been asking me for some practice at the end of videos. So this is what we're going to do. So before the next video, select your unique cities from the customers table. And for 2, select the company column and rename it as CO from the customers table. So let's hop back into the PowerPoint and close out. So this was all about the select clause. Remember, when using the select clause, you can select every column. You can select distinct values within a single column, which is good for data exploration. And you also can rename columns using aliases by using the as keyword. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Keep up the momentum. Let's make it all the way through 30 days. In the description below, you're going to have the link to the database, the link to how to download SQLite Studio, as well as the link to my Etsy shop. Please support, as well as buy me a coffee. Thank you so much. I look forward to the next video. Bye-bye.